everybody, happy Teen Tuesday. I wanted to make a video today about holidays on the Disney Cruise Line. So I embarked on the Disney Dream October 20th and I debarked sometime in February. So I was literally on the ship for every holiday in 2017 and then like the beginning of 2018. So that means I was there for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Christmas Eve, New Year's Day, pretty much everything that's like really exciting and important. And a lot of people have asked like, oh, was it hard to be on the ship when your family was celebrating at home? So this is the first time I've ever missed like big holidays with my family. So it was pretty weird. I thought it was gonna be a lot more sad, but it really wasn't. And I'll get into that later in the video. But I wanted to start with each holiday and what it was like and what happened. Start with Halloween. October 31st, of course, the end of October. Everybody's very festive. It's really exciting. This holiday I didn't really miss that much because once you get older, you don't celebrate Halloween too much. You usually go out to a party or whatever, but I was fine with doing our thing. We still had a party on the ship. So after work, everybody got dressed. There was a party in Evolution, which is the adults only lounge on deck 4 aft of the ship. And it was really cool. It was fun. There was a DJ. I dressed up as a princess in the boutique. So I had the bun and the little tiara and then the face gem and the pixie dust. It was literally like days after I started training. So I had to throw something together. I didn't even know that people would be celebrating on the ship. So I was kind of like, oh, okay, we're doing this. And then me and Rochelle went to the party together and it was really fun. That's how Halloween was celebrated. And then on the ship for the guests, it's Halloween on the high seas. So there's all different kinds of offerings for the guests. There's special food. And earlier in the month of October, before I embarked the Disney Dream, I actually sailed as a guest on the Disney Magic and got to enjoy all of those things as a guest. So that was really cool as well. We got to do trick-or-treating and Mickey Mouse and all of his friends come out in their Halloween outfits. And it's very cute. They do a lot of things and they decorate the whole ship for Halloween. And there's a big pumpkin tree in the atrium. Halloween was pretty cool. I was glad to be on the ship for Halloween because it was a lot of fun. Probably more fun than I would have had at home. November is next. So Thanksgiving was my second holiday on board. Thanksgiving was really hard for me because I was just kind of like annoyed. I was in the boutique for a little while at this point and things were kind of getting a little bit mundane. And then it was a C day on Thanksgiving. So I worked from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. with an hour break for lunch and an hour break for dinner. So during my hour lunch break, I went to go eat and then I went back to my cabin to call my parents and to like see my family, and I wanted to FaceTime, and the Wi-Fi was out ship-wide. So I couldn't get in contact with my parents, which was super frustrating, and I was really upset, and I went back to work pretty annoyed that day because, you know, already you're so isolated from everything else, and then to have like that freedom taken away from you where you have no option, like you can't even talk to your family and you only have that certain amount of time for a break. So basically I couldn't talk to my family and I got screwed, so that sucked. So I went back to my shift, and then for my dinner break I got my hour break with one of my fairy friends, Amanda, and we went down to dinner together. And when they want to do something nice for us or when it's a holiday in the crew mess, we get enhanced dinner, which is nice. So instead of the usual, which is the same every day pretty much, you get some special stuff. So my favorite thing that we got is focaccia bread, the same that you get when you sail as a guest, which is the best. We got raspberry sorbet. There was a little cheese bar set up. There was a little meat bar set up because there's usually not those things in the crew mess. So it was really cool to like get that stuff, and then me and Amanda ate together. And it was fun, like having a friend and eating better food than normal. That was nice. So Thanksgiving wasn't too bad, but it would have been a lot better if I could have gotten in contact with my family. Next up is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So I don't remember all that much from Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I thought I was gonna be terribly, terribly sad on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but I worked both days all day and it didn't even feel like anything. Like it didn't even feel like it was a holiday. Christmas Eve, I think we were at Castaway, and Christmas Day was a sea day. So Christmas Eve, I worked in the island in the morning and then the boutique at night. And then I worked all day in the boutique on Christmas Day. And it wasn't very like holidays, like, oh my gosh, like it's Christmas. It wasn't like that. It was just kind of like a normal day on Christmas Eve. At the boutique, all came together and we had a Secret Santa, which was so nice because you don't get gifts on the ship. You know, it's really hard for people to ship you things and things like that. I didn't have any gifts for my family, which I'm very used to every year. I did have 2 friends send me gifts, which was so nice, but we had a Secret Santa up in the boutique and Amanda got me for Secret Santa and she got me exactly what I wanted, which was this makeup that I had been waiting for and these hoop earrings, which is so funny because had I been at home and gotten just that for Christmas, I would have been so sad. But because I was on the ship and it was my friends and it was just like happy, you like learn to be so much more grateful for like the little things. It truly was like an awesome like Christmas, really. So on Christmas Eve, we did our gift exchange up in the boutique and it was our manager's birthday. So he had a big chocolate cake that he brought up there and we ate that. And there were little decorations and everything. It was really nice. That was our Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, I worked all day, but then afterwards we had a party in the D Lounge thrown by the entertainment crew. And it was like candy themed. So we got ready and then we went down to the atrium and took some pictures in front of the tree. And then we went up to the party and it was nice. Again, didn't feel like Christmas, but I got to talk to my family, which was nice, and I wasn't terribly sad, so it was okay. But you could totally feel a vibe on the ship, especially in the boutique. I noticed around the holidays, like people were just grumpy, sad, upset, because you know, you want to be spending these days with your family, no matter how much you say you don't want to or it doesn't bother you. It's weird not being home for Christmas and being so far away at that. And then for the guests, they do Christmas sailings. So all leading up to Christmas was really special, like all of December, because the boutique is in a really cool spot where it's on deck 5 midship. So right when you walk out of the boutique, you look down into the atrium. So you could see a lot of what's going on all around the ship, which is cool because sometimes when you're just done with a princess and you walk out the door, you can see Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus reading to the kids. You could see the dance parties with Mickey and friends. There was a special show every embark night with Santa, Anna and Elsa. It was the tree lighting ceremony. So Anna and Elsa came out and it would snow in the atrium and you could see it all from the boutique, which was really cool. So that really got us in the spirit and it was so fun to like go out there and dance to those things and watch, and the fairies really loved that. So that was cool and we're lucky that we got to be in a good spot. The next holiday was New Year's Eve, and New Year's Eve was fun. Luckily for us in the boutique, since it closes at 8, we have the advantage of getting off earlier in the night than a lot of the other crew members. So we got to go up to the deck that all of the guests were on deck 11 out on top of the pool, and listen to the DJ, and all of these exciting things were going on. The guests were drinking champagne and the fairies kind of hung out together in the back, and they did a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 into the new year, and fireworks went off the side, and it was just like, you have this sense of family on the ship because you're all in this together, and you know it's like nobody's ideal situation, but you're all doing it and you're all getting through it, and it's like okay. And it was just this like overwhelming feeling of like, at least we have each other. You know, we were all there like looking at each other like, we did it, like we made it, we're here, like we did it, everybody's closer to going home, like thank goodness. And then we went into a party at, I believe the party for New Year's Eve was at Evolution. The holidays, all in all, weren't that bad. I didn't miss anything as much as I thought that I would, but I am really excited this year to celebrate Christmas on land. I was lucky enough to get off the ship on some Port Canaveral days and go to Disney Springs and see the decorations and things like that, so I didn't really miss that all that much. And the atrium is decorated with a huge Christmas tree. You can see all of these pictures on my Instagram. I'm constantly posting pictures from Christmas because most of my first contract was during Christmas decoration season. So all of it was really fun. It was hard at times, but I'm glad that I got to experience that over the holiday season because my Disney World College program and my Disneyland College program were both spring programs. So I didn't get to experience either of those during the holidays. And I think it kind of just made me like appreciate things more, and I'm really excited to experience this Christmas at home with my family and eat food that I like love. And now that I've been away from it for a little while, you kind of forget like the heartache that happens while you're there. And I think that's with everything. You look back on things with rose-colored lenses. And I talk about a lot of these experiences differently now than I would have while I was on the ship. But I'm glad that I can reflect on these things and be like, I'm glad that I did this. I'm glad that I had this experience, even though I don't want to do it again. And I just wanted everybody to know that's watching this video, if you're going on the ship, there's nothing that you can't handle. You got this. I know some days you're gonna feel like you just really can't do it anymore, but you know, lean on your friends and it'll make you feel better. And if not, get out of there, because I'm a firm believer in if you're not happy somewhere, get out as soon as you can. Thank you everybody for watching. I so appreciate the support. Watching my subscriber count go up every day is like the most joyous feeling in the whole world. I make these videos because I'm really passionate about like the work that I've done with the company, and like I really want to share my life with you guys, and I think that it's so rad that you guys give a shit, and I love that you're watching. So thank you so much for the support. And I will see you next Tuesday. Happy TNG Tuesday. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.